People always want to reach higher consciousness, higher levels of awareness. Okay? I'm gonna tell you. Because it's really this fucking simple, okay? Because it's not an out there thing, obviously, if that wasn't obvious enough, alright? You don't focus on anything external of you. Awareness is within. Higher states of consciousness, you already have access to. But like anything else, it needs repetition, right? Accessing higher levels of consciousness requires you to stop thinking, and you can use the intention that you are receiving light codes, energy, information. People call it downloads. But you also have to ask the question to yourself, like, what are you trying to achieve through a higher awareness and consciousness? Like, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to telepathically communicate with people? Are you trying to fly? Right? Because telepathic communication is easy, and flying with your body is different from astral projection, okay? Like, work on astral projection first before you like try to portal or fly your entire physical form, okay? So higher states of consciousness, repetition. I just did a video on meditation, and it's not the normal meditation of going the room for 10 minutes, which is great, but okay, this is a shitty example, but I used this example the other day. It's not a shitty example if it works, right? But how, like, some Christians, some religious people are only great and amazing for like that 2 hours on a Sunday, right? And some spiritual teachers are only spiritual whenever it's convenient for them. But people don't actually embody the wisdom, and they don't practice what they preach, okay? And awareness, being aware, having the observation without thought, without the patterns and the conditioning, because you think you know everything based off experiences. Your beliefs are thoughts or experiences that are evidence for that belief, okay? Like, you believe that people can't fly, right? Why? Because you have no evidence of it, because you've never seen it before. Whatever all of your reason, your logic, your mind tries to fill, it tries to fill the blank, right? Like, why don't you believe people can't fly? Or why do you believe people can fly? I believe people can fly because I believe in infinite possibilities, and even though I don't want to fly, like, I believe that's a possibility, because anything is possible, and I'm not going to put a limit on human beings. I don't want to do all that, right? It feels weird enough to astral project and like fly like that. It's yeah. But I don't like heights, okay? So I have to remain focused and obviously when I'm astral projecting, I don't have the physical form to fall. But I don't like the falling feeling. Like, even when I'm like falling in my astral body, I don't like that feeling. I fucking hate that feeling. It's very annoying. And I really, like, I don't even like floating backwards. Yes. So what are you trying to achieve with this higher consciousness, okay? What are you actually trying to do? Because for me, at first, it was just like, I want peace. And that's how I received peace from my own mind, is through meditation, okay? And then accessing higher forms of consciousness. I wanted to, like, my first ego thing that I wanted to do was see the future. I already had past life memories, like born in this world and being like, what the fuck, I'm not supposed to be here, past life shit. And I remember, and I thought it was very fucked up that God put me in this situation. But I always knew God exists, okay? Anyways. So I wanted to see the future. But now I don't. And I've had deja vu. Like, I have seen the future here and there and things like that, but now I don't. I mean, I still see it. I still know, but like, it's not a thing I strive for. Like, I don't strive to have premonitions. I don't strive to see the future in that way. Like, I can, and I naturally let them come to me if they want to come to me. If, like, the knowledge wants to come to me, then yes. But I'm not actively going into the timeline. If that makes sense. I have. Like, I did actively do that a few months ago. But, like, it's not something that... The future's in the future, and I want to enjoy now, so... meh. And channeling, a lot of people want to channel. Stop thinking. Messages will come through. That's literally all you have to do. Stop thinking. It is that simple to reach higher states of consciousness. But stop thinking also stops the judging, the labeling, the conditioning, which is wonderful. It is actually very wonderful. Because I knew even me, I can get into my ego, right? But when I pause and take a deep breath and remind myself, because sometimes I gotta remind myself, like, I'm human too. I have an ego too. Sometimes that pattern will shoot back up, you know? But and then you remind myself, this person is divinity in human form. That usually allows, like, the grace, right? The grace to come through. Thank you. Their experiences are lessons for them. And if I feel called to, like, help, you know, I will. But that has helped me give grace to everybody. Everybody. You are divinity in another person. Even though your patterns and ego and conditioning and your self-defense mechanism has shaped you into who you are today, I know that's not who you ultimately are. That is just all the distractions that you have allowed. But I know you at any moment can allow your divinity to show through, to allow your spirit and your love and your light to shine through at any moment. No matter who you are, you have access to that right now. The longer you can stay in that, the space in between thoughts, because nothing is not actually nothing. It's just we can't perceive it unless we're used to perceiving energy and all of that, because nothing actually has something in it. It's just depending on like what's there in the nothing. Like, I know I have perceived other things that people can't, because they can't see energy, and they can't. It's training. It's training. That's all it is. It's repetition. It's training. It takes practice. Okay, how many reps are you trying to put in for all this? But the energy behind things, the energy behind what is nothing and what is silence, feeling that and perceiving that, taking a moment to actually dive into the nothingness that is always around us, this space. But accessing higher consciousness, you really have to ask yourself, why are you trying to do it? Like, yes, I feel like a lot of people do it for ego reasons, and I did too. And something so much better came out of that. Living fully in the present moment and knowing you access higher levels of awareness, of consciousness right now. And the more you do that, you don't have to close your eyes like you're meditating. But like I said, the more you pick up on the subtle energies and the subtle things that have always been there, but it brings things to life. Things come to life. Like, I cannot stress this enough. You think like a water particle. This is my favorite. A water particle, okay? Water. But the more you play with it and look at it, like, my favorite is looking at like the water in the shower. But like, you can actually see the light reflecting, so it looks like a bunch of rainbows, right? The more aware you are and have no thought in it, you're just in the moment, wrapped up in that moment of just looking at the not the particle, but the water droplet, right? And seeing all the light being reflected out of it. And the rainbows. I fucking love staring at rainbows, but more energy is shown to you. And to me alone, that is just me observing the beauty that I didn't take the time to notice, because it's always there. And yes, I can do cool things like thought transmission, and send like a thought, and then like someone in telepathic communication. Yeah, that's easy to me. If you don't know anything about that, you can definitely read my book. You can definitely read my book. It's funny as fuck. It's called Theo's Magical Thoughts. It's about, it has thought transmission in there, but it also has like other abilities too, like healing. Because I can heal. Like, I can heal people and animals. Animals is way easier. But anyways, yes. And let's see. Astral projection is like in me. Portals. I've been playing with portals lately, which is funny because I didn't really care to, but in my dream it's like it was calling me, so I was like, okay, whatever. And that's another thing, higher levels of consciousness. Don't try. It's an allowing process. Don't fight it. You can't fight healing energy. You can't fight. There's no fighting. It's just peace and allowing space in between thoughts. And then you can build your awareness through repetition. You can build the stream of light and energy coming through with repetition, and intention also helps. And you can also ask your guides, who are always there for you, and angels, what you're actually trying to do. Like if you're just trying to make the wind flow faster, which is funny because it just did. It's that simple, really. But yes, you can practice it with the intention, with visualization, right? But you have to be aware of what you are actually trying to do. Why do you want it? Your psychic abilities? Are you talking about your clairvoyance? Are you talking about claircognizance? Because the more you do it, the more, the stronger you'll be at it, right? I love reading, right? But I know reading does help if you can't visualize, right? But you can, because when you read, you're forming the images in your mind. Your third eye is open anyways. So, let's see. I'm trying to think of like what psychic abilities are you, like flying? Like what are you trying to do with all that? Because I know I love Cindy Dale, and she always says she wants to help people realize that they're X-Men, which is in my book. Because that's something that I want people to realize how magical they are and what they truly are capable of. And knowing true power is within, and knowing that you are already magical and you already have all of these abilities, then you can strengthen them, because that does reinforce the belief that you have them the more you play with them. I like to play with them. But my book is amazing. You should definitely check it out. And yes, there's psychic abilities, there's thought transmission, there's portals, there's healing, there's trauma. It has a lot of depth to it. So yes, it really is that simple, because all is in the small. But the small does expand if you actually put your attention on it and feel the energy and see the things that you couldn't normally perceive because you're like, meh, and already judged it before you dived into it. Yes. So, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.